How you doing? Ryan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, this is a vibe.
Hey, bro. Odetari. Nice to meet you, gang.
Of course. Podcast.
Sonic. Yo, we got Odetari on the Game Over podcast. It's Troy Carter Jr. Got Ryan Valoroso in the building.
Not New York kid, you know.
Yeah. About to have some great conversations today.
Yeah. So you've been actually making music for 8 years, right? You're 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like starting at such a young age? And how did you find your passion at 15 years old?
Actually, it was 13.
13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. Wow.
And really, like, ever since a kid, I've loved music from video games. Like, I used to turn on Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and just, like, play the ocarina. And, like, there, you know, when you play, like, the notes, once you successfully play it, it plays, like, the actual tune.
Yeah.
I would just, like, listen to that all the time. I'll go on YouTube and search up the games I was playing OSTs. And I always knew I wanted to make music. Even like Led Zeppelin, like my brother used to play a lot of Led Zeppelin around me, and I'll wake my parents up at like 8 o'clock in the morning by like blasting Led Zeppelin on the TV and like fake playing guitar.
Yeah.
And I think I just kind of got into it around 13 when I heard Tyler, the Creator, he had this song called Jamba, and there were these chords in there that it's like the main chorus, and I was like, damn, like, how do you make that? And that like inspired me to get GarageBand. And then for my birthday the next year, my parents got me a machine from Native Instruments, which is the DAW I still use to this day.
So what was like your primary way of like starting from scratch and then going about learning? Was it like YouTube, or did you just experiment and play with it yourself until you were able to figure out what you're doing?
Yeah, mix of both. Like I experimented at first, and then basically like whenever there was something I wanted to learn, like I don't know, for example, how do you glide at 808? Like I would just type that in and learn that.
Yeah.
You know, like I could never sit through those like beat producing or such and such basics part one. Like I just went along with what I needed to learn one by one, and then
took it from there.
What are you producing?
Huh?
What are you producing?
What am I producing?
Yeah, like what workshop? Like FL Studio,
Machine.
Ableton. Okay, for sure.
It's MASCHINE. Yeah.
So you do a lot of gaming. What was your like first console? Were you on the GameCube at all? Like
my first console was probably, I'm gonna make sure I get it right. I think it was the GameCube. It was either GameCube or the PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
Both of those were classics.
Huh?
You play SSX Tricky?
I don't. Is that the one with the
snowboarding? It's like extreme snowboarding. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking about? I missed that game, bro.
I didn't.
Like I was like, if they revamped that shit right now, bro, that game would be busting, bro. Like,
dude, on GameCube there was like.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
dude, all the Mario games on GameCube, and then like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Like that's when Tony Hawk Pro Skater was on another level. Then PS2, you had like, you know, what was that game with the guitar? Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Do you play that at all?
No, I played more like RPGs and like, yeah, just like role playing or open world games.
Open worlds.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like Zelda, God of War, Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah. God of War was a good one.
God of War is crazy.
You played the new one?
Huh?
You played the new one?
The new one? No, I haven't played the new one yet.
I did,
because I like the two blades.
Okay, I feel that.
I don't like the new,
like that axe thing.
Yeah,
I feel that. It was a good game though. It was like a movie.
Yeah.
I just like, I got burnt out from like how the movies intertwined into the game so much, because it's like, damn, I don't feel like watching this the whole time.
That's my problem with games now. Yeah. It's like they don't feel like games anymore. Yeah. They feel like movies.
Yeah, it's like too,
like
it's like
too
an
much like real life.
Like,
yeah.
It's too much. They advanced it too far, and now it's like they gave you this whole battle royale genre, and it almost feels like that kind of like ruined single player games, and multiplayer in general games too have kind of died down. Like I used to be super addicted to Call of Duty.
Facts.
Modern Warfare 2, like-
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 is the best.
I used to get in trouble because I'd be like up to like 3 a.m. playing that, and I'd be like begging for my PlayStation back because I'm like, Mom, you can't do this to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm addicted. Like, I need to play this shit. Like,
Mhm.
but that was your favorite Call of Duty, obviously. What other ones did you play?
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
After Black Ops 2, I got sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the same kind of boat
Mhm.
but I was on that like NBA 2K wave like once after Black Ops 2. Like 2K was classic, like 2K11, 13, 16.
Yeah, I didn't get much
18.
into the sports games,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I feel like 2K13 was like the last one where
That was the one with
2K13.
Mike on the cover, right?
Yeah.
Mike on the cover. That was the
No,
legendary
Mike
one.
was on 2K11. That's when they first had like the throwback teams.
With the Bulls jersey on.
Yeah, the Bulls
Okay.
jersey. They had the Michael Jordan challenges. Like, dude,
Yeah, I
the
remember
My
that.
Team modes used to be so good, and even like the My Career. Now it's just like a cash grab to like pay to.
Now,
win.
what the video games need to do, 2K, you need to just make the game a metaverse. And I'll just upgrade my game every year for like $25. You know
Yeah,
what I
that
mean?
makes more
and let me
sense.
just like grind my character up for the rest of my life.
I think
you know what
the
I mean?
problem
Like,
with that
you
is
got
they
$60 from me every year.
they just
Like,
never don't want to
for
do
the last
that.
10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus what I spent on my character. Like, just let it go, man. Like,
I know.
GTA,
I should be
GTA,
able to,
what they set up, bro, and how GTA 5 is still going strong, and like Fortnite's doing it well, but like that's the future. Even what you see with like Call of Duty, like Activision, they got hit with them shackles when the Battle Royale came out because it's like now we just want to play in this map and just keep upgrading our shit. You know what I mean?
It's so
Like,
facts too, because like you have to start over the grind every single year. I should be able to go back to my player from 2K11 and
Yeah,
be in
for
like the
sure.
10th season,
Yeah.
and I'm in, like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
then once the blockchain's on there, like you can like
Mhm.
just sell that. You know what I mean? Like I built this legendary 2K character. You know what I'm saying? That's like the 99 of 99s, God of gods on basketball. It's like, all right, this worth like 10,000.
Having all these different
You know what
my
I mean? Like,
teams, like.
exactly.
Dude, I used to have like
exactly.
2K18. I had like a diamond LeBron with 99 speed,
Jeez.
like
Yeah.
a diamond Dwayne Wade. I grinded so hard on that game, and it's just like
Can't take it with you.
you
Yeah,
can't take
so
it with
yeah,
you. And
for
now it's
sure.
like I don't have the energy or the time to invest that much into these games anymore. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I only play it sometimes with Brad,
mhm.
but every time he gets the new one, I'm just like,
Gotta do
what's
this
the-
again.
No, it's like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. At this point, like, put me
Yeah.
in the game. Like, if
Like,
y'all
what's-
not doing that, like,
And
what are
they
we
don't
doing?
they don't
Like,
innovate with like new game modes anymore. Like I remember when my team first dropped, like
yeah,
no one was
yeah.
playing that shit. I was on that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And now it's just like the same.
Were pretty cool too. Like,
Yeah.
you could, like, drive
2K11
through the
was
city
so, oh my gosh.
They need to drop some gloves. That's what's next. They need to just drop some gloves. 2K just need to be some gloves that I download and I'm just,
You're in the
you know what I'm
game.
saying? Like,
VR
that's
shit,
what we
yeah.
on. Like, I gotta
Yeah.
come down the court like this.
shit
Like,
would
Yeah,
Fire.
I'd be dunking on
Like,
LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
I think I will play then.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta spice it up. Y'all
Mhm.
see that Apple headset?
Yeah,
That shit about to get crazy, bro.
that shit looks
Like,
crazy.
The two things I'm not rocking with about the VR, like the Apple VR headset, is like the battery that's kind of connected to the head. Like that kind of sketches me out. And then it's $3,500 with like a 2-hour battery. Like, so that's the only thing. Like before having to charge it, or you have to like use it with it plugged in. And that's where I'm like, that is what susses me out. You know what I mean? I don't want
It's
that
still
going
so
on in my
new,
head.
though.
But like,
Yeah, we'll see.
once they get that battery life where it's like 8 hours full charge, like it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So you have the Kingdom Hearts, Jane. Like, what inspired you to get that, and why did you choose that game over every other game?
So Kingdom Hearts was like, after Zelda, my favorite. Well, even before Zelda, it's my favorite game of all time. Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically.
Kingdom Hearts, did they incorporate like the Disney characters?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember that.
When I was a kid, I think I was like 5, 6. Like, I
Mhm.
just remember so vividly. I woke up. I was with my big brother. He left his PlayStation on with the map open, and I woke up and it was like 3 a.m. and I started playing. It was like in the middle of the game, and I was running through this one map. It was like Halloween Town, and I played for like 2 hours. The next day I wake up, my brother is pissed, like pissed off because I was saving progress.
Yeah.
So like I skipped over like 2 hours of gameplay for him, and I didn't give a fuck though. I was like,
I had fun.
I need to get that game. And so
Yeah.
I like begged my dad. We would go to Blockbuster to rent it, like at the time.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to
Rest in
Blockbuster.
peace to
Like,
Blockbuster.
memory card?
Yeah. Or like if you didn't have a memory card, you'd leave the PlayStation on or
Yeah.
the GameCube on running all night. And yeah, so like that game is just so integrated into my life in every single way, shape, and form.
Mhm.
Aesthetic, music, the soundtrack is like my favorite soundtrack of all time. I know it like the back of my hand. The characters, like it was just an escape for me,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, so there was like time shit wasn't going well growing up in like Kingdom Hearts. Like I just when I was playing that game, like everything just like disappeared, That game means a lot to me. Like for real.
Mhm.
So
I feel like a lot of gamers can relate to that of like playing certain games when you're going through hard times and being able to get away from that. For me, like my parents were going through a divorce. Like I had Call of Duty, which like kind of
Yeah.
like made it a little easier for me. But I think that's something that a lot of gamers could relate to.
definitely. And like that's kind of what I was saying earlier. The games felt like games.
Mhm.
Like they were an actual escape. Like now they just feel too real. Like when
Yeah.
I play them, I'm just like I get bored.
It's almost
so quick.
like too like now because of like the lack of innovation, it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely.
And it's like, okay, yeah, I do battle royale thousands of times in a row. It's like I'm at the point where I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So just finding that new wave of gaming or new idea that revolutionizes the industry as a whole, I think
Mm-hmm.
we're not there yet. And who knows how long that will take,
Yeah, and even like when it's not a battle royale or FPS or whatever, and like even the a part of the reason I didn't like the new God of Wars was like they add in all this extra unnecessary shit. That's like I don't know, just like example, like you gotta go cook this and like get your cooking experience. Like I don't want to.
The challenge is VOD.
Yeah, like, and they make it like it's not like a side quest. It's like it's part of the story or something,
yeah.
just to fill out gameplay time, which sucks. But
Mhm. I
We'll
think
see.
even going back to the idea of like before, like Call of Duty's kind of dead right now, but if they just had it where every year they just updated the game and created a new game, but still had the past 10 Call of Duties, I don't think Call of Duty would be dead right now.
yeah,
What was your favorite game mode?
in Call of Duty,
Yeah.
Ground War. Because once I got that chopper gunner, the nuke was a given.
well, Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy
100%.
was so
Yeah, that was
I
it.
remember
That
playing
was
that
it.
with Asher Roth when I was like 12.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like on Xbox Live or what?
Yeah, we were on Xbox 360, and I played with Asher Roth. I was like, "Yeah, I'm cooking you, boy." I was like, all this
Search and Destroy was the most toxic.
Yeah, they used to go down.
It used to
It
go
go down,
down,
for sure.
bro. Yeah,
Dude, just Call of Duty in general used to be so toxic. Like,
yeah.
imagine putting 20 people in a lobby that were just unfiltered on Ground War, and they're just,
Yeah.
dude, that shit was crazy.
I was the best because you'd be 12, 13, like
Mhm.
fighting for your life.
Yeah.
Like you would say the
Getting
dumbest
fried
shit to
up and
defend
then-
yourself,
Yeah.
bro. I used to say the stupidest shit, and they'd be like, "What?"
Mhm. Dude,
Thought it
the
was so hard.
quick scoping too on like the S&Ds, like when you get in those quick scoping lobbies,
Rust.
intervention, yeah.
Rust, bro.
Mm.
Quick scope 1v1s.
bro.
That was where you settled your beef.
100%.
1v1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then zombies on Black Ops 1 and 2 was just
Yeah, that took it there for sure.
yeah.
For me, this is kind of controversial. For me, I thought the COD 5 zombies were the best.
Which one was COD
World at
5?
War? The one before Modern Warfare 2. That was the first time they had Derice, which was like the Pack-a-Punch.
I don't know why
And
I don't
then
remember.
They
that.
it was like the original zombies, man.
I don't think I played that.
You didn't play that?
Uh-uh.
Dude, there used to be a glitch spot in the map where you jump into the corner and the zombies couldn't get to you. And if you had like the flamethrower, once the instant kill kicks in, just boom.
I think
boom,
I saw
right
that
up.
on YouTube once as a
Dude.
kid.
So much on.
But have you played that game recently? You should go back and play. I went to a friend's and that's all he had was for some reason he just had I think it was a PlayStation 3 and he had the original it was World at War.
Yeah.
Bro, try going back, quick scoping on the bitch. It feels horrible.
I need to get
it feels
I need
so
to get a
bad.
PS3. One of the worst things I did was honestly getting rid of my PS3.
Yeah.
GameStop gave me like $5 for it. I'm like,
man.
5?
Yeah.
Fucking GameStop, bro.
I forgot about that. That was another part.
That was a terrible decision
ripped.
that I made because like I was assuming that like PS4 is coming out, you could play the games on the PS4, and they're just like, no.
Yeah, no.
Money
Yeah.
grab.
Of course, yeah. If they remastered it that would be sick.
Yeah.
Did they don't?
Like,
So they remastered COD 4, which honestly was really good,
Yeah.
but they didn't never remastered like any of the other games after that. But they'll end up doing it when it's like in such a dire need of like attention or like money. Like they'll remaster MW2.
I was
It's just
watching
they remastered the campaign, not the multiplayer for that.
yeah, I was watching a video the other day. I forgot who did it, but like they were talking about like the problem of remaster the whole cash grab of the remastering game scene. How it's like that's all they're doing now. Like they're hardly coming up with new games and shit, you know? I think that's crazy, but like it's like a good thing and a bad thing, but it like
give me Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
Yeah, that would be
I'll
great.
never complain about video games ever again.
If they don't change too much of the mechanics, because that's the thing. Like they do that, so
Yeah, making it too realistic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's the thing now for sure. Like the guns got weight. When you swap them out, like different guns, different weights.
the recoil's ridiculous.
It used to be
Yeah,
like
new
that
Call of Duty,
arcadey
it's a
feel,
real
which
gun
I
game.
liked.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think that if Call of Duty made a game mode where it was Battle Royale, but it had that arcadey feel, rather than the super ultra realistic, I have to like put on shields and like I just want to drop in and have like the old Call of Duty where the screen gets red and you pick up guns on the map and the map is condensed and it's like an intense just like slugfest. Because imagine dropping in on Rust with 100 people or 50 people or whatever, and it was just like the classic, not no pop shields, garbage. That shit would be crazy.
Fortnite.
And to make it out of that, you'd be like, you get a high.
Fortnite's fire though.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Fortnite
They gotta
Battle
shrink the
Royale
map,
is fire,
man.
bro.
What was your favorite Fortnite season?
To be real, what was it? The one with the Kamehameha.
Oh, so one of the recent ones.
Yeah, that shit was.
That was
that
like
was super fun.
2-3 seasons ago in chapter 3.
I like the one. I suck with the seasons. Remember what the seasons were, but also the katana was sick too. Having that katana.
That was like that was this season actually.
Yeah.
They're actually coming out with a new season next week. You're gonna play it? You're gonna tap in?
Probably.
We should run some games.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Is the they had this update, but I haven't seen it on my own personal like game where it was like ray tracing or something.
Yeah, they're
the
like
dynamic lighting.
What's that?
On Fortnite, like they added dynamic lighting, and it looks super crazy. But I think you need like certain graphics cards and shit to run it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Do
know
you
if
play
you
on
have
a PC console or what?
mostly PC.
That's sick.
Yeah, I bought a PS5. I don't even use it. Yeah,
I can relate.
so
Yeah.
There's actually a video of him like on the freeway playing Fortnite.
That's crazy.
oh yeah, I don't know if y'all have seen that.
Like on the side of the road?
Yeah,
No,
we were
driving.
we were
Oh, wait,
on
you were
the
driving.
we were on the back of a truck. Well, and it's all fake, but like we were on the back of a truck and it was we were projecting a Fortnite win on a big ass semi truck on the
okay.
highway. It went super viral. It was crazy.
That's fire.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's innovative, bro. Was that like intentional? Like you came like how'd that come
My
about?
friend, shout out Blake. He's a YouTuber. He has these like funny skit ideas all the time with stuff like that.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. What you think about the YouTube game right now?
I love YouTube.
Content creation as a hustle.
Yeah, I have a lot of YouTuber friends. Like I'm friends with Canel, Joseph, and Brandon, Buckingham. You know, like just seeing them like just seeing how much work goes into it really took my appreciation for YouTubers a lot different, because people think like it's just like you get lucky and you know it's easy, but these guys are out
Really grinding,
9-10
really
hours
grinding,
a day,
yeah.
like shooting content.
Planning.
I see them get stressed
Yeah,
out.
like,
And, yeah, I love YouTube.
mm-hmm.
YouTube is fire. I have a lot of respect for content creators and YouTubers in general, because
What are some like your favorites?
My favorites really are just like my friends who do it.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
Brandon and Canel. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. And my friend Blake. And then other than that, like I watch a lot of silly shit like speed runs and
Yeah.
like controversy icebergs.
I do like deep dives on whatever I'm like really fucking with at the time, whether it's like a skill I'm trying to learn or you know what I mean, anything like that.
Oh, Moist Critical.
Dude, he's popping.
He's
like,
crazy.
Me
and my girl watching a video on it. A video with him. Me and my girl watching a video together, and he just like the shit he says, bro. He's like, "You fucking troglodyte, or you homunculus, or you buffoon." It's just like, how the fuck do you calling someone a troglodyte? It's crazy. And then you look it up, and it's like some like half human. Like humanoid bred with a parasite, and it's like, damn.
Dude, he's super tapped into like everything that's going on. He's always in the drama. He's talking about everything that's relevant.
Yeah,
he's a really smart dude.
He's really unproblematic too. You know, he just like touches up on shit when it comes at him. But I fuck with him too because I love the Yu-Gi-Oh scene. I'm super into Yu-Gi-Oh and like.
People still getting it in right now?
Yu-Gi-Oh battles, bro. Hell yeah, it gets crazy.
They're not printing new cards or anything. No,
oh
right?
yes,
like
they are, bro.
Wow.
Every like month or so they drop a set.
Wow.
And I'm on that shit.
Wow. Is it still
Super
as
collective.
popular
How
as
is
it
out
was?
Here? Like, is a local scene here
in LA? I have no idea. I know in Houston it's fire. Yeah. What were you saying?
Is it still as popular as it like as it was like years ago, like with Pokemon and stuff like that, or?
I think it might be a little more popular.
More popular? Okay.
Or more culty at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm being biased, but I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I think that's just popping, bro.
What's the hardware like? Like, do they still have the boards and shit? Like, I remember they had that fucking. Remember?
Oh
this
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Like,
Super.
you used to pull out with this shit on your arm, like you could battle. And
it's
shit.
super complex now. Like it scares me off sometimes, but I'm not really a player. More so, I play sometimes, but I'm more of a collector.
Okay, I feel that's probably a good investment too.
Yeah,
it's probably a great investment.
Yeah, before this music shit, I was like super broke, and like what saved me a little bit was selling some of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
So you had a stash that was like worth some shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was like small stuff, but like I got like a good $2K. You know, like
that's significant.
Yeah, it saved my life. Yeah, it did. So
yeah. No, Pokemon, like for me, I still like have a hard time supporting any of like the new like drops or new. Like I'm still stuck on like when I was a kid, like the Charizard, the Charmander.
I don't even think that's Pokemon, a bias,
you know?
bro. I actually think like the new Pokemon suck. They're super soft.
And when it comes to like the games, when it comes to the games, like I don't even want to play the new games because it's like, what is this like new thing that I've like? It just looks stupid. Like give me like the original Pokemon on like an updated system.
Yeah. I was thinking about Pokemon when y'all were talking about 2K. Like even Pokemon has this thing where in your past games, I think it's getting shut down now, but like all your Pokemon that you've caught in before, you can transfer it over.
Oh
to your newer games.
I think they started doing that on like a DS, right?
Yeah, like y'all were talking about NBA. You told me you got Diamond on some
LeBron James.
Yeah, like that. They should just have like a transfer like that too. Yeah.
99 speed LeBron. Imagine that. Someone put this shoe on him, and I managed to finesse and get that LeBron, and I was so hyped. Dude was like the most insane player, just one end to another.
What's the rest of your LA trip like? Like how often you out here?
This is my first time out here since 2017. Yeah.
Wow.
And we've just been doing like a lot of marketing meetings, we have a video shoot today for Good Loyal Thoughts. I'm excited about.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do some shopping, and what else do we have?
Do you have any like new projects? Like what projects are you working on right now for music, and what can we expect from you in the next year?
Yeah, got about 2 or 3 more releases this month. With 9 Lives, super dope producer, some independent like completely solo stuff, and then into July EP.
Okay.
I call it 13 Sorrows, and it's based off of the Kingdom Hearts members, the organization 13, but instead of that, it's gonna be like it's like a little bit of a Scott Pilgrim inspiration, but except like they're gonna be. Do you know what? Do y'all know what yanderes are?
No.
They're like super obsessive, like psychopathic, super evil, like women, pretty much like in anime, anime culture, and yeah, I want them to be like this, like parasitic. Like, do y'all watch anime at all?
Not really.
Damn. I can't even.
This always come up in this motherfucker too. It's always anime talk, bro. I still ain't texting.
Naruto.
Well, no. You know what? Love, Death, and Robots. I'm fucking with that
See,
heavy.
I
now.
haven't even
Like,
heard of that.
Oh man, it's on Netflix, and it's like essentially it's like a concept series where all of the episodes kind of vary, tons of different animation styles, and they're like short episodes, everywhere from like 8 to 20 minutes. You know what I mean? But like. Dope animation.
I think as someone who didn't like grow up watching anime, it becomes extremely hard to get into it because it's such a like a long like Naruto is
long.
so long. So it's like
you got to start with the shorter ones,
yeah,
like Jujutsu Kaisen, like some of the newer ones that have come out, so you can catch up.
The storylines are great though. People swear about
super fire, bro. Like, I swear to God, like crazy. Like you'll look at some of these characters and be like, bro, that's me. Like.
Yeah. No, it's super good to be tapped into that whole, niche and just like it's super like culturally relevant and like even on social media, like people that talk about anime, like they get like a lot of views and they're like popping,
The reason I don't know, the reason I appreciate it so much is like I feel like people look up to archetypes more than actual people nowadays. Like when I watch, like even as a kid, like just seeing Goku go Super Saiyan 2 or 3, like that shit gets me hype. Like I'm, when I was working out a lot too, like I would watch anime beforehand, like just seeing these characters. Like it's not even about the story to me. Like I feel like a lot of people really relate to a lot of the characters. I do a lot.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
that plays into like this whole trend right now too, where because like this is kind of a topic of discussion, but influencers don't even have to be human anymore either. You know what I mean? And so like that point is very interesting, bro. Like just from a consumer behavior standpoint, the concept of people like just want an archetype to believe in.
Like something like Kratos, bro. Kratos is shredded, like. But it's attainable too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I look up to that shit.
It's the character development and like they kind of show like all the emotions, the hardships,
exactly,
the triumphs, the losses, and it's something that resonates with a lot of people.
Definitely.
Is the anime format and style kind of shifting towards that like Spider-Man metaverse feel? Like,
bro, Spider-Man is cool as fuck. Like even like aside from, are y'all on TikTok a lot too?
Yeah, on TikTok.
Like, bro, like just look at how they turned Spider-Man and Batman into like this whole destroy lonely like opium aesthetic. Like that shit is so cool. It's fire. It's like these things aren't only archetypes, but they're like blueprints for everything we do. And I think people don't realize it, like fashion and even Kingdom Hearts, like my favorite game. Have y'all seen the Rick Owens Mickey Mouse? No, there's like a meme. It's like this is what people that wear Rick Owens look like. It's like Mickey Mouse with like a full cloak on, and he has like it's all black, and he's in a hoodie. Like that's from Kingdom Hearts. Like these things do set the culture for fashion and music and all types of things that people don't realize.
Yeah,
you know,
man, that opium shit is real, bro.
it is.
Opium
But
shit
I
is
swear to
real.
God, like that's from like 2005. It's just coming to light now, you know? Like if you go to Japan, I mean, like people out there are just like so ahead, and it's like actually like super influential beyond. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
You
fire.
been in Japan?
I'm going for my birthday.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's fire. I've never been.
Shit's
It looks
crazy.
awesome though.
It does.
It looks really dope.
It's like a different world. Yeah.
I
You
heard
gotta
it's
let
like
us know how
super
it is.
clean,
Yeah.
super futuristic, and like forward thinking over there.
Yeah.
My homegirl just got back. She was like, people looked at her crazy. Like if you jaywalk, people
Mhm.
don't litter. Like she said, people don't like. It's like very quiet too. She's like people don't talk to each other on the street. They don't talk on the phone on the street. Like
I forgot who I was talking to about this, but they were saying that like their fashion out there, like you won't see nobody dressing bummy. Like everyone's just like on their shit. Like you don't fly by with some sweatpants and you know? Everyone's just like 10 years ahead.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's so interesting. Like the culture of America compared to the rest of the world.
yeah.
You know what I mean? What's like your background?
As far as what?
Your ethnicity?
Oh, so I'm Arab. My dad is from Palestine and my mom is from Lebanon. She was my dad came from Palestine when he was like 15. Flew here, spoke no English. Started his own like valet company. It went really well. I didn't grow up with him. I grew up with my mom. My mom was actually born in Africa. I think Cotonou is what it was called. And my mom lived out there, and then they flew out here, which is so weird to me. Like out of all places, like both my parents just got, from like opposite side of the world, like flew to Houston, and yeah, they met, and yeah, that's pretty much like my background is just like I'm just Arab.
And then in like Houston, what was the neighborhood like? Like was it like black, white, Hispanic, Asian?
It's super diversified.
That's what's up.
And like, you know, like me and him, like we met my manager Brad. He lived like 30 minutes from me, 40 minutes. And then I lived on like the complete other side, but like it was like essentially the same school district. No matter where you go in Houston, like it's just all types of people. Yeah. And I mean, you know, there's like it's parts, but it's gotten so much better to where, you know, like there's no, what's the word? Like there's no like,
no hoods. Is that what
no,
you're
there's
talking about?
hoods. There's for sure hoods,
But or is like everywhere the hood type thing or what?
Yeah, it's not like
It's no like all black or all Mexican.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There's no segregation. type shit.
segregation.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
feel
word. Yeah.
I feel that for sure.
Yeah,
That's what's up though. You got like well-rounded perspective for sure. Hey, I'm from Philly. You been to Philly before? I was just home last weekend.
What about New York?
Yeah, I was just home last
No, we're
weekend.
going to New York after
Hey.
this. Yeah.
I'm from New York, so
You going straight to New York from here?
Yeah, I heard the fucking the air is kind of crazy out there.
yeah.
right
yeah,
now,
it's
though,
looking
crazy
orange.
out
I don't know what's going
which
on.
sucks because I have asthma, but fuck it.
Yeah, you gotta take care out there, bro. Wear a mask and shit. Like, wear a mask, lay low. New York is crazy though, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like you in the fashion. New York is one of the
I
capitals for
heard
that.
the shopping's
for sure.
crazy
They
out
get
there.
down in New York, bro.
Yeah.
Soho is awesome. I just like New York, like it's congested like Philly, and I don't even like that about Philly. I don't like, you know what I mean? It's like so packed on the blocks, bro.
That's a good thing about Houston is everything is spread.
Spacious, bro. Texas, you get that bang for your buck. You get to be by
And
yourself.
everything really is bigger out there.
Mhm.
Like it's huge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
New
New
York-
York, it's like all dependent on where you go. If you're in the city and the boroughs, like it's gonna be jam packed, but it also is like a good thing because it makes it easier to get around.
Mm-hmm.
I love
the
like a nice
transport.
high rise view in New York, though.
Yeah.
Seeing the skyline, like
Houston skyline's
hard.
very pretty too.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all been.
What I like about Houston, I've only been in Houston like quickly passing through. I like the freeways, the highways, and like that. How that
System's pretty
circles, like,
decent.
yeah,
There's a lot of traffic though,
cool
still.
looking.
Yeah, no. I've been to Dallas a few times. Got to see Luka play. You watch any NBA or no?
Not really, no.
No, not big on that.
I'll watch it if it's on. That's probably the only sport
Mhm.
other than boxing that like I'll watch it if it's on, but I don't like tap in or get really too excited about it.
Mhm. Yeah. So I saw that you actually were. Sorry, let me ask that again. I saw that you actually almost made a song with XXXTentacion. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Man. So when it was about 2016, 2015, there was someone named Clint Norway that was it? No, it might have been 2013. 14. It was early, super early into like what I was doing. And I was just a producer. I sent my beats to this guy. His name was Clint Norway. And he was like the first person to like give me a sort of a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in this group called Fang Life at the time, FNG Life. And there was some other members in there, like and I'm talking about this is like super early on. So like JK the Reaper, and I believe like Denzel Curry was associated, or if, I might be wrong, but like I know for a fact he was really close with one of the members was JK the Reaper. And you know, as we kept working, JK the Reaper was pretty close with X, and I DM'd X and I was like, yo, I'm a friend of JK. I just wanted to reach out and see like if I could get a feature. And he was like, a friend of JK is a friend of mine. I got you like $400 for a feature. And at the time, $400 for me, like was impossible. I begged my parents. I was like, you don't get it. Like, this is crazy. We have to do this. Nah, you're good. Like, focus on school. That's a lot of money. And you know, partially like they might have been right. Like, might have got scammed, you know, I don't know. But it didn't seem that way. It seemed like super genuine in the DMs. And it just never happened. I couldn't afford it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that slipped right past. But there was another chance where there was some tour manager. I think he was a tour manager or something for X and his people. And they were going to perform at Rolling Loud. This was around 2017. And I wanted Brad to come with me. I all I had to do was chip in for the Airbnb, and I did. But I hit up Brad. We were working at Smoothie King at the time. We were in Smoothie King, clocked in, and I was like, "Bro, I want you to come to this." And he's like, "Bet, let me call my dad." You know, he calls his dad, and like we tried to call the tour, the guy. I forgot his name, mm-hmm. But it went to voicemail, and he sounded like a kid a little bit. Like, he sounded like a kid. Like, his voicemail sounded like a straight-up kid. I guess he hadn't updated. So we were all like, oh, that's weird. Like, that might be like a little sketch. And we had made other plans. Like, we came out to LA that day. We had talked to Khaled, DJ Khaled. And that same day, just, like, ran out at the smoothie shop. I didn't even clock out.
Just jumped over the
what was his name? Yeah, because he says like, send me beats, I'll be in LA. I freaking flew. What was that kid's name? Tyler?
For X?
Nah, Tyler, that the dude that worked he was so mad. He was like, you can't just leave without clocking out. Like, and he was like, he wasn't even a manager or anything. He was just like a coworker. I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I dipped out that hole and sent beats. We went to LA. That shit was fire though, you know. Like we got to link up with Slipknot's DJ Sid. We were chilling for like 3-4 days. I have a funny story about that too. We were in the back room before this performance, and keep in mind, like, we were sharing blunts like for 3-4 days straight, right? All of us. And he had pulled out this vape that was shaped like a pipe. So I was like, damn, that's really cool. And I was like, can I see it? He's like, sure. And I hit it, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm sorry I didn't ask you, my bad. He's like, and he's like, he starts laughing. I'm high as fuck, like super out of here. And he's like, starts laughing. He's like, man, I feel more sorry for you. And like I started looking around. I'm like, what you mean, bro? And then the dudes behind me start laughing too. And I'm like, what's so funny? And I look to Brad, because like Brad's the only person I know. I'm like, bro, what are they talking about? And then this dude's like, bro, he's a rock star. You know how many, like, you know, he sticks his dick in like everything, right? Like you probably, bro, like, and I my whole my whole world starts spinning. I ran to the bathroom so fast, and I start like my mouth out like with soap and water.
Gonna get a bump on.
Yeah. And then I'm like midway, I'm like, wait, we all been sharing blunts.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
These motherfuckers,
sure.
bro. And I walked back in, and I started shaking my head. I was like, bro, we've been sharing blunts. Y'all are some hoes.
yeah.
And they just was laughing their asses off, bro. That shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's when you get to that point where you're like, man, you grow your own. Like, we grown now. Like,
yeah, I was like
player.
17. You know, they were just like fucking around, but like just being that gone it was just like shit.
So have you toured yet? Bro, that shit is where it's at. You know the song Jordan Belfort?
I've heard the name.
I've been getting dirty money, Jordan Belfort. That was one of my like best friends, bro. His name's Wes Walker. He from Lower Marion.
I suck with names, bro.
Lower
like
Marion?
played the song.
Wes Walker.
Oh.
So like the football player, but with a A instead of an E. But like he had pretty much like the second biggest college song of all time. Like that song was the second biggest of the frets to like I Love College by Asher. So that was the first time like I really hit road where it was like you go for like a month at a time. Like that shit is the trenches, bro. It's a great time though. Like you gotta seize every single opportunity you can to just go
Absolutely,
and live
yeah.
it. Like,
we got plans for that for sure.
and bro, like if you can, you gotta infiltrate that college scene, bro. Like
We were just talking about
the
that.
college market, bro, is
Yeah.
like when they locked in with you, bro, you gonna eat.
Yeah,
You gonna eat for sure.
definitely.
What's your dream performance where you like you did something with your career? Whether it's like the Super Bowl, the Grammys, Rolling Loud, like
You know, I'm actually not too like
not too
I don't
picky.
care too much about that. What I care about is like having a super dedicated cult fan. Like
Yeah.
when I say cult, I mean like that's like not here for, you know, shout out the baby and shit. But like it's just crazy to me like how you can get all these fans so quickly, but you can also lose them so fast.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't
for
want
sure.
that. You know,
Who you think did the best with that cult following type
X
shit?
and Travis, like that shit is crazy.
You think they bigger than Cardi?
Cardi too.
I think, bro,
I always forget to.
Flatbush.
Cardi got everybody numbered though. See, like on the cult shit, where Cardi got everybody beat is this opium wave that came through. Cardi's leaving everybody because now he's got Lonely Ken. You know what I mean? So like now his ghost is getting crazier, bro. Like I was at Lone Show at the Palladium, and it's Homicide Gang opening. They're gonna bring out Ken Carson. Lil 88 is the DJ. So in between sets, all they do is play Cardi. Bro, he got him brainwashed, bro. Like I'm like, damn, he one of the goats, bro. Like
Cardi got me brainwashed, bro.
I bet, like
Why?
for sure.
Cardi for sure, but like X was just different, bro.
He was
Like when he died, there was
was.
people going to war in the streets. Like that shit was crazy.
His spirit was like really crazy. I feel like he's one of the most intentional artists I ever.
And it was
ever
only
saw.
in 2 years.
That part.
I mean, like it was like, you know, I remember we were listening to him way like before, but like mainstream was only 2 years, which is nuts. Cardi's been doing this a long time.
Bro, X, like I still remember hearing certain records of his too though. Like hearing Look at Me for the first time, hearing Sad for the first time. Like
Yeah.
I never went into like his whole catalog. Like I wasn't a stan, but I respect his fan base. Like,
RIPX, bro. But yes, Cardi is the GOAT. Cardi is fire.
who you listen to like right now?
Right now, really like I don't listen to music that much. I like listen to a lot of my own stuff, beats, and then video game soundtracks. But if I do turn on some shit, it's like either people now, like specifically, like it's in people that are like very similar in my genre.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. What community, like musically, do you feel like you align with?
Align with? It's not even a genre yet. That's the thing. It's like I don't know. But there's artists like Jay Higgs, Lumi. You know, he might not like me saying, but Lucifer.
So you think it's like a bubbling scene right now, like a new scene that hasn't even been
bro, it's
branded yet?
Yeah, it's crazy. And like we were talking about this with SoundCloud, it's like going back to the SoundCloud era a little bit, where it's like, because with that whole era, it was completely underground, like artists have full control, and then like, you know,
Talking about like the X and Cartier and shit
yeah,
like that.
like then the label, not the labels, the industry came in and like made it super industry again, you know. But now it's going back to that time where it's like it's such a new sound. Like even me, it used to be for me that I would record rough drafts at home and then go to the studio to finalize it. But now I'm like going into studios for rough drafts and going home to finalize it. It's like it's flipped completely because this sound that we're making is not. It's so new that like the studios don't know yet what to do with it. They don't have that. They don't have that in their understanding yet. You know, like even the studio I go to, 713, like. You know, they fuck with the music. They're super supportive, but even they're like, I don't even know like what to do or make.
I mean, that's just where we at with this shit in general, by the way. You know what I mean? Like I'm an executive within music. You know what I mean? Like I started my career working at labels and shit like that. I was fucking with FaZe Clan, but what I realized, bro, is like it's like people like in my position, like I'm 27 going on 28. It's like we not controlling what creates the culture anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's about what the youth thinks is dope. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like
it's just unpredictable.
Like they used to call them SoundCloud rappers. Now it's like, you know, now it's like TikTok artists or TikTok rapper. And like, you know, people like make fun of people were making fun of that term SoundCloud artist. But like that shit, you saw what those artists became. And now it's like it's harder with TikTok though, because the attention span is so short that you like, you know, you usually get one song, 2 songs, and like people don't even give a fuck about the artist.
You can't skip steps, bro.
No,
like,
you can't.
You can't skip steps.
But it's just like it's like harder now because people don't care about the face of that song a lot, or they don't care about who that person is that made it. It's just like, oh, like this is a cool sound, let me save it and like hop on the trend. Yeah. So like, but a good example of like who really took advantage of that and did it the right way is Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeet like got that shit fucking perfect. With what was that song called?
But see, Yeet, like he wasn't just a TikTok artist though. Like he blew up because of the platform, but Yeet came up on that Slay World shit, which goes back to like you can't skip steps. Like he was. People forget, like, Summers was over Yeet at one point, you know what I mean? Like, Autumn was over Yeet, Can was over Yeet, you know what I mean? And, like, but Yeet was in the mix, you feel what I'm saying? And, like, he definitely, like, they worked that platform the right way, but I wouldn't even consider him, like, just a TikTok artist compared to, like, some of these motherfuckers rapping on TikTok, one video go viral, and, like, that song catches, you know what I mean? Like,
just the way he used it was perfect.
Yeah.
That Bell shit, like, but how he built on it after that with the constant releasing, like the constant, like, it was so hard. That's so hard to do. Yeah. And like, you know, trying to, even me, like it's not just one song for me. It's like 4 or 5. And it's like the fan base is building, but I have to keep in mind, like, as quick as this shit comes, like it can go.
No, that's why you gotta get outside. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. Like not skipping steps, bro. Like you gotta go to every industry function. You gotta meet with people. You gotta collab with people.
For sure,
like that TikTok shit, bro, is like it's too fabricated for people. You know what I mean? It's too easy for people to rely on that because, bro, y'all like not y'all because you're a little bit older, but like kids be having social anxiety and shit now. So you know what I mean? Some of these same people who go on viral and like really dope have no star power at the end of the day, and you got to be a star, bro. Like because the label could go and get you a hit, bro. Tomorrow you could call him like, bro, this what's going on with me right now. Go give me a joint. They gonna bring it to you when you're on fire like that because your star power gonna carry it, bro.
Yeah, I had the same problem though. Like in the beginning of this shit, about 3 months ago, I didn't even want to show my face because I have a lot of anxiety, and it's something I'm working on too, for sure. You know, but I feel like I've been seeing, and that's the thing. Like the people in my genre or very similar in the lane, most of them, now I'll say 99% of them, don't ever show their faces at all.
And I think that creates like a lot of opportunity for new artists to not just like promote themselves outside of just the music, which like brings that fan power and star power to like another level.
Right.
With creating content. So it's like, yeah, I fuck with your music, but I also fuck with the fact that you stream on Twitch and play games, or you have a voice outside of, you know, just the music that's culturally relevant when you're on podcast or opinionated on the space and what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, that all that stuff's super important. And I'm definitely gonna. Can we talk about that Twitch thing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because like I want to stream too, but like that Twitch shit is crazy.
Yeah. You see like a lot of content creators too, like Kai Cenat, who have that voice, then transition into music, and like DDG is another example. Yeah. Where they started with content, and now because they have that voice, as soon as they drop a song, it goes crazy viral and does numbers. Yeah. So that really shows you how like this whole space is like transitioning into not just being an artist anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you gotta do everything. You gotta dip your feet in everything. And that's the plan too, yeah. Streaming, merch, shows, like the shows, bro. I can't wait for the shows. So
yeah, you should book your own. Yeah. Like a lot of people don't grasp the concept of that shit, bro. But like it's just fan hacking. At the end of the day, like all this shit come down to like just strategic fan hacking, bro. And like you book Playboy Carti to come to Houston. And you the only person who get to open for Playboy Carti because you the promoter of the show?
Last time he opened up in Houston, that shit got shut down.
It's too lit? No.
Bro.
They brought the raids to the show?
They broke the fucking barriers.
Yeah.
The show got canceled before it started.
They love that type of
shit. They be climbing the fences. You see the videos. Yeah. They be breaking the fences and running in. Like, yeah, that was
yeah. Our show world's scary. That shit is scary.
Too crazy.
But like it's, you know, it's like that energy is just so, what's the word? It's like it's intoxicating. It's like I feel like people got all this anger and like all that, because me, like when I get anxious, I don't get like, I do, but like usually what follows up after that is anger, you know, like after being scared, after like all the shaking stops, after the, you know, curling up in a ball, like you get angry, you know, you're just like, what the fuck? Like you get tired of that shit. And I feel like music has helped me so much through that shit. Like seeing that energy, like a lot of my parents and like a lot of my peers, like they'll see a show like that, like something like Cardi or, you know, something like Travis or, you know, just anything with like that whole moshing, that whole rage shit, and they'll be like, what the fuck? Like this is devilish, this is weird. But it's like if you really look at it, it's like, nah, it's like really a release of all these different
emotions.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah. No, music is powerful. Like music has gotten me through a lot. Music is something I listen to every day. It's like for inspiration, to get away, if I don't want to talk to people, just like headphones in, just like do what I gotta do.
Then someone comes up to you on TikTok like, hey, what are you listening to?
Yeah. The trend.
That's valid though. That explains the energy in the mosh, bro. Like that being a release, that's real. That's just being there going crazy.
And
man.
And there's
Get-
people
get it
that are
off,
super
like-
diehard that like 24/7 of like, yo, I just listen to music all day,
Mhm.
every day. Like, I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
Yeah, everyone has like their own little vices.
What would you say your top 5 like favorite artists are as like a fan?
Like the most impact, I can't say like as of now, but like the most impactful on me from like as a kid even, Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, X, Travis, and Cardi. I gotta say that's like my top 5, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a
Polarizing
weird
artist,
list,
but they're all like
Yeah.
icons.
yeah, like that. They're just so fire. Michael Jackson and his fashion, bro.
Oh yeah, you see Offset kind of riding his swag right now, but it's working. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting how much like I feel like the rap game has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like it's becoming more like hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
where like back in the day, like the 2 biggest artists were like J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah.
When I was like growing up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just crazy to see how everything is like changing. Like,
Yeah,
really
it's
fast.
like it's not about the words
Mhm.
anymore. It's about like the feeling.
Mhm.
And that feeling is getting a little harder and harder to replicate because like I feel like people are, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about or if I'm making sense here, but like I feel like people are feeling more and more weird every day. Like it's like a different type of anxious. It's like almost like disassociative. Like people are starting to feel like shit's not real anymore, you know?
Mhm.
Like that's how I feel. And I feel like it's, you know, part of it's responsibly part of the responsibility from it is from us being so engaged, like fucking up our dopamine, you know? And so like when we're out in the real world, like this shit just like confusing, you know?
Mhm.
But
Well, now you can get that dopamine fix so fast with like cell phones and
yeah,
social media.
but
just,
it's
like,
horrible.
Yeah.
It's like it's like even with me, like it's the same thing as like I used to struggle a lot with addiction,
Mhm.
like with alcohol and Xanax, and you know, like I would drink when I would feel anxious, and then I would feel good for a little bit, and then when that shit wears off, that anxiety and that disassociation, that panic will hit you even harder. So then you want to drink more,
Mhm.
and then like that just keeps amplifying that feeling.
Yeah.
And I feel like this shit is doing the same thing, you know?
Yeah, no, social media can be grueling, especially as like a content creator. Like
Mhm.
when it comes to like numbers and creating content, it's hard to like dissociate yourself from it when you're in it every day.
Yeah.
That's something I've found personally,
Mhm.
like very hard to just turn off my brain from that because I'm so deep in, you know, the game.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, and like before with me, before everything started blowing up, I would make efforts to get off my phone, and I, you know, they were somewhat successful. And when I did, like I feel a lot better.
Mhm.
But when everything started blowing up, I couldn't even sleep. Like I would sleep like 3 hours, wake up, check my phone, read all these comments, read all like
Mhm.
check engagement, see who DM me, see this and that, and like literally running on 3 hours of sleep maybe every day for like a month or two. And so like people always ask like how this shit feels, like, oh, you must feel great, and it's like not really, bro, because I'm not sleeping.
And,
Like,
and then it's also puts that stress on like, okay, I had a hit
yeah, I
today.
gotta look at
I gotta
it.
do it again.
Yeah,
And I gotta do it tomorrow. It's just
Mhm.
that never ending process, which I have, you know, dealt with a lot in the past, like on YouTube and TikTok.
Mhm.
Like, it's hard to like put the phone down and not check what's going on, or like this video is blowing up. Like just like constantly checking it. It's not healthy.
It's not. It's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. No. YouTube, and especially with how much attention you could get so fast now with like these short form apps like you get that dopamine hit right away,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like you just keep coming back, and then when you don't get it, it affects your mood or you feel low.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying? It's
literally
kind of
on
like
a
fucked up.
chemical and physical way, like it fucks you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
You guys ever see that? What was that Netflix doc? Like the social experiment or whatever. Like it's about like with social media, like you're literally the product at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like people are using social media, but these platforms are using you and selling your data to the highest bidder. So it's like literally a platform that's optimized to keep you in it as long as possible. And like the data that they're getting, man, is like
It's crazy.
it's just serious for sure. Like they literally their algorithms kind of know us better than we're willing to admit that we know ourselves.
Bro,
You know what I
there's
mean?
times like it's one thing where I'll say some shit and it'll pop up.
I get a pizza. I don't want pizza.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but
Yeah.
then there's times where like only shit I think of,
Cause they
will
know,
pop
like
up.
they know, like
like
From all the
correlations
data
and shit,
that
bro.
they have.
yeah, like
Triangulation,
I'll
like,
be thinking some shit and it'll pop up. And I'm just like, what? This shit is weird.
super smart, bro. Spotify's got the Spotify's algorithm is great, bro.
Yeah.
Their algorithm is great. TikTok's is great. Like
They're all catching up to where they know. What's crazy about TikTok too is how fast your algorithm can change on a day-to-day basis.
Yep.
Like if you start liking a bunch of videos, like instantly your algorithm changes from like, okay, we were pushing him sports content, now we're gonna push him gaming content, or just like general like animal videos or like whatever like you're like watching or interacting with, like instantly it'll just switch on a flick of a finger. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I did have to be talking to my phone sometimes to change the algorithm. When it's not hitting,
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't want to see this shit. Show me some funny shit.
Mhm.
And it kind of works, bro. Just refresh the app.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because
Like a couple of videos and the next day you'll
yeah, it's back.
exactly what you want.
Because for a while I was like liking nothing but like people using my sound, and that's all I was seeing. And then I was like, I don't want to see this shit anymore. I want to see like funny shit. Like I'm trying to watch something funny.
What is that like? Just like making a song and seeing so many people like use that sound or like use it for content. Like that must be pretty cool.
It's cool. Yeah, it's sick. And I don't know.
TikTok really changed the game with the whole sound because like it used to not be like that. And it's such like a good promotional tool. Like one of my friends made like a meme. Like it was like a video about Fortnite and Spider-Man, and then like people thought it was funny, so they started using his like voice in like everything, and it got like people made like 30,000 videos like, oh my god, it's Spider-Man, of like everything related to Spider-Man, or
That's
like
crazy.
you see Tom Holland and it's like, oh my god, it's Spider-Man, and like just like takes off like that.
That kind
That's
of shit
crazy.
is what blew my music up. It was
Mhm.
like the Sonic and Shadow AI edits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was taking Sonic and Shadow clips and making them say some wild out of pocket shit,
Mhm.
and then like plugging in the music in the background or leading into it.
Yeah.
And then that shit just first week just went nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, TikTok's crazy. It's just like finding that balance of like making songs that people can listen to outside of TikTok as well, though, you know?
Yeah. That's why YouTube is such a great platform. Is it's
YouTube's
like
great.
one all-in-one distribution center where you could have your music and then you could showcase different sides of your personality and then create
Yeah.
content that all comes back to the music,
Mm-hmm.
the full song.
Definitely. It's powerful.
Yeah, you still gotta make a funnel to drive people off these platforms too, though.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like a funnel. Like you gotta always approach marketing yourself with that, because like you don't own your data, you don't own your relationship with your fans with these platforms. You know what I mean? Like you want to get them. Like even with Discord, you still don't, but it's like it's a server that you could build community around, bro. But like you build your site, you know what I mean? Like you gotta get
That
when it comes to
competition,
cult
right?
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like especially for you, if you're saying I want a cult, you gotta understand that, bro, because it's like TikTok shut down tomorrow, Instagram shut down tomorrow. People careers be going with that. You know what I mean? Like you know how it is, bro. If like when your Instagram don't be loading for a day, if like Instagram's not working, people be panicking.
Yeah.
Like real life anxiety, like you trying to refresh your timeline, it's just that same picture that's been for 8 hours. Like that stresses people out. So like you gotta bulletproof yourself beyond
What
the
I will
timelines.
say
You know
about
what I
that
mean?
is
Like,
though there'll always be another one.
Yes.
what do you mean?
There's always going to be the new TikTok, the new YouTube.
Like if it were
Yeah.
to shut
You know.
down.
But it's just still
We'll
like
take-
just own your relationship, because like even with
Right.
Twitch, for example, if I'm Casanat and I'm pulling 60,000 live concurrent viewers at a time, if I'm really like that, like if I'm really, 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 really like that, I'm just do this shit to my website. All these 60,000 people, and I'm gonna get 50% of my revenue back.
You want to convert it.
You know what I mean? You got to own, like, because you don't own your relationship, you got to go through Twitch's barriers.
And then you're the host of the ads, and and companies are paying to host on your site.
That's the thing, is people are like scared to be that vulnerable with this shit. With like creators I work with, it's like those types of moves are like bold, but it pays off in the long run. Like, I grew up on rap. It's like Nipsey Hussle shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think right now where we're at is a lot of creators see that easy cash out bag where it's like, we'll just pay you 50 mil to move over. So it's like, I don't have to do it myself, right?
And if you want to, you know, some people just want to do that though, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that conversion rate process.
Gotta get them over, bro.
Yeah, that's the hard part. It's like not just staying in one platform, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, all the platforms kind of become like one and the same now, where you can like create the same content on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, which helps a lot as like a content creator and from like a marketing standpoint.
Yeah, definitely.
Even like with Instagram now, when you post a IG reel, it automatically gets posted to your Facebook page, which then gets more traffic and views and likes and
I didn't know that.
shares. There's like a setting.
It's a setting.
There's a setting in the app where it just auto posts, but like it works. Like I've had videos that maybe didn't go viral on Instagram, but then went viral on Facebook.
I heard Facebook pays pretty well too.
Yeah. It depends on the content.
Yeah.
And like I think they're moving away from that. It's gonna be interesting to see where this whole short form, because like that's where the attention is right now. But I'm sure at some point it will change. But also like waiting for marketers and advertisers to catch up to like that new wave of like marketing, which is fast.
I think it will change too, because there is times where like I get sick of short form content too. Like I'll catch myself just like scrolling, like not even to watch anything, just as I'm bored. But like I want to watch something interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It always goes back.
I mean, TikTok is like trying to become like YouTube and like is pushing more long form content now.
Yeah.
Like over a minute. Like, so it'll be interesting to see where everything
10 minutes even.
Yeah.
It's like 10-minute videos now. It's just crazy.
Yeah. They just like dropped a new program where if you do like over a minute long videos, like the payout is like way more than obviously like the shorts, because they want to compete with YouTube.
It's nuts.
We're about to wrap it up, bro.
Yeah, for sure.